Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain a bit on one of your body's most, well, amazing behind-the-scenes jobs. It's something called protein turnover. It's like this hidden world, like a constant microscopic renovation project happening inside you all the time. And it plays this surprisingly huge role in your metabolic efficiency.
It really does.
We're basically aiming to uncover just how dynamic, how resourceful your own biology actually is.
Yeah, absolutely. And our mission for this deep dive really is to pull out the key insights from the sources we've looked at on this pretty fundamental biological process. And what's so fascinating, I think, is how counterintuitive it often seems.
Right.
The sheer amount of protein your body recycles every single day compared to what you actually eat.
Yeah.
Understanding this, it's not just about biology facts. It's almost a shortcut to really appreciating how remarkable your body is at adapting, surviving, and, well, making smart use of every single building block it has.
And here's the kicker, the thing that really makes you stop and think. Our sources point out that roughly 5% of your entire body weight is constantly being broken down and rebuilt.
Every day.
Every single day. It's this continuous invisible renovation happening right now inside you. And I think the scale of it is just, well, often hugely underestimated, even if you know a bit about biology.
It truly is massive. When we talk about protein turnover, we're really talking about this continuous cycle, right? Synthesizing new proteins, degrading old or damaged ones. Our sources highlight that, okay, an average adult might have around 10 kilograms of protein total in their body.
Okay.
But a significant chunk of that, maybe about 3%, which works out to, say, 300 to 400 grams, is turned over daily.
Wow, 300 to 400 grams.
Yeah, and that's not just a number. It means your body is this master builder, constantly adapting its structures. And that has huge implications for how we think about everything from recovery after exercise to diet, even to aging.
That number is just astonishing.
Yeah.
So wait, if we're recycling hundreds of grams every day, but most of us, let's be honest, maybe only eat, what, 50, 80 grams of protein on a normal day?
Right, typical intake.
Does that mean we're mostly just sort of topping up our internal amino acid pool?
Yeah.
Rather than, building everything from scratch with the food we eat?
Exactly.
It almost sounds like, well, maybe protein intake isn't that big a deal after all.
You've absolutely hit the nail on the head there. It highlights just how incredibly resourceful your body is. It's fantastic at recycling those amino acids from the proteins it breaks down, ready for new protein synthesis. It's not just consume, use, excrete. It's this highly optimized, almost closed-loop system that really prioritizes reuse.
Okay.
But, this amazing efficiency does bring up a really interesting question, doesn't it? If we're so good at recycling, when would your body ever genuinely need more protein from your diet?
That's exactly what I was just thinking, because, despite all this incredible recycling efficiency, the sources we looked at definitely flag specific situations where getting more protein in your diet isn't just, helpful, but actually essential.
Yes.
Can you walk us through those critical times?
Absolutely. So the need for dietary protein really ramps up when the demand for new protein synthesis genuinely starts to outstrip the supply you get just from recycling. Think about growing kids, for example. They're literally building new cells, new tissues all the time.
Makes sense.
Or pregnant or breastfeeding women, they're effectively supplying building blocks for a whole other person.
Right.
People recovering from significant injury or surgery where tissues need really rapid, targeted repair.
Okay.
And yes, of course, anyone actively trying to build significant muscle mass, because there you're adding new tissue mass going beyond just your body's baseline maintenance. You need a net positive balance of amino acids coming in.
Okay, that connects the dots. So recycling handles maintenance, but growth or serious repair needs external input. Now, if we link this back to the bigger picture, metabolic adaptation, our sources also brought up another really fascinating point. What happens when your body desperately needs glucose sugar, basically, but you haven't got enough from carbs you just ate, or your stored glycogen is running low? Does it have, a backup plan?
Oh, it absolutely does. A very clever, if somewhat costly one. This is where a process called gluconeogenesis kicks in.
Gluconeogenesis?
Yeah, literally meaning new glucose creation. So if you're fasting for a while, or maybe on a very strict low-carb diet, or even doing really prolonged, intense exercise, your body, acting like this master strategist, can actually take existing protein, and often that means protein from your muscles, and convert the amino acids into glucose.
Oh.
Think of it like your body firing up its ultimate emergency generator. It needs glucose for certain functions. functions,
Yeah.
particularly the brain, and it will find a way to make it.
So it literally sacrifices muscle tissue to keep the brain fueled.
That sounds like a pretty powerful survival mechanism, I guess.
It is.
But what are the downsides? What if someone is relying on that state constantly, maybe through a very restrictive diet long term?
Precisely. While it's an incredible adaptation for short-term survival, it keeps your brain and red blood cells, which really depend heavily on glucose, relying on gluconeogenesis from protein chronically. Well, that can lead to muscle wasting.
Not ideal.
Not ideal at all.
Oh,
And potentially other metabolic challenges down the line. It really underscores why getting balanced nutrition is so critical, not just for building things, but simply for maintaining the integrity of your body. So you're not constantly forced to dip into your structural reserves just to keep the lights on.
wow. Okay. I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the sheer scale of this constant renovation project going on inside us.
That's a lot.
And just how incredibly efficient it all is. So we've seen your body processes way more protein daily than you typically eat, mostly through recycling.
And yet, we've also pinpointed those really specific times when getting higher protein intake actually matters: growth, repair, muscle building.
Exactly.
Plus, learning about that kind of ingenious, if drastic, backup plan of gluconeogenesis. It really does redefine what efficient means when you talk about the human body. It's also incredibly adaptable.
Indeed it is. And maybe, just to leave you with a final thought to mull over,
Yeah.
consider how this constant dynamic process, this breaking down and rebuilding, really highlights the truly adaptable, ever-changing nature of your own biology. It's not static. Every single cell in your body is in some way participating in this absolutely fascinating, continuous dance of renewal. Perhaps after this deep dive, you might never look at your own body, or honestly, even just a simple meal, quite the same way again, recognizing all that metabolic artistry that's constantly at play beneath the surface.